Because I remember, I forgot who I was, I think it was Malik Yoba when I interviewed him, where he talked about how Pac talked about changing the community, but Nip actually did it.
Yeah, I mean, Tupac talked a lot about what we need to do for the community. And obviously, with his mother, Afeni, who was a Panther, and, you know, by extension, the breakfast programs, education programs, and all that kind of stuff that he was steeped in, he spoke to those things. But Nipsey was actually doing those things. The interesting thing about him is that he wasn't on everybody's radar like that, right? And I think that it's the tragedy cracked open the truth of what dude was really doing, and that's what fucks people up, because you realize, man, this dude was really doing it.
He actually set up, and you know, granted, Pac was probably going to do it. He didn't have a chance to yet.
26 or 25.
And he also wasn't grounded in one community like Nipsey was, but Nipsey actually was buying up South Central.
He was doing
like he was actually buying up property. He had a that one business center. I think I forgot if it was a Compton.
I'm supposed to do an event, Spectre 9 or Sector 9 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I'm supposed to do an event there.
Yeah, me and him were supposed to do another interview. We were tweeting each other publicly about doing another one, and it just never happened.
See that it's tough. You know what I mean? And I just ran across something the other day, where he's like, I give back, but let's keep in mind, the streets killed Jam Master Jay and the streets killed Pac, so I do give back, but I still kind of keep mine. So I was reading up something that he said the other day, and it's sad, man, because he was one of those people that was, a born leader, and definitely, although, it was just real. He kept it real. It wasn't always sweet, and it's never going to be sweet, but he got it to a point where, he was employing other people and giving back to his community, and a father, and, an amazing businessman, and to be, cut short over some bullshit is crazy.
Over some bullshit. Basically over some bullshit.
Straight up.
Well, Matt Barnes, man, I appreciate you coming in and telling your story. I think it's,
you.
It's one thing to be a star in the NBA, to be a first-round draft pick, and, every time you feel like changing teams like LeBron, you have every team on the planet willing to give you everything they got. Yeah. But you actually struggled the whole time. You started out as a very low draft pick. You went into the D League in the beginning. You were thinking about going back to football. Played for 10 different teams. Would get drafted to a team you wouldn't even play on. Instant trades, waves, everything else like that.
I just think I got it out the mud, and that's why I think I appreciated every step of the way, but played the way I played. I played every game like it was my last, because it really could have been my last. So I just if I
good point.
If I could have if I could have changed it and had a different career, I don't think I'd probably be broke and on some bullshit, because everything came too easy. My whole life is always I had to really go get it, and I think this NFL or this NBA thing was no different. So it was, it was something I had to do, something I'm proud of doing, and I kind of take a step back now that I'm done, because I was always on the chopping block when I was playing. Obviously for the end of my career, I was getting 2 or 3 year deals with some good money, but before that, it was year by year situation. So I can kind of take a look back, like, I played with some of the greatest players to ever touch the hardwood. I'm
played
friends
with Kobe,
with
Shaq,
Allen Iverson, KD, Steph, Baron Davis before he got injured, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Stephon Marbury, Chris Webber before he got hurt. I played with Steve Nash, Grant Hill. Like, I played with a bunch of Hall of Famers, man. It's just like, yo, you weren't even supposed to make this shit. So now is the time where I really appreciate it. And I always had a misconception of who I was. There was always he's this person, he's that person. And, post-career, I've been really enjoying kind of opening eyeballs and changing people's perception of me, because you saw the competitive side of me for 2 hours a night, and post-career you get to see who I am, and what the family man and the entrepreneur, and just what kind of person I am in general.
No doubt. Well, Matt, I appreciate you coming in.
Man, I appreciate you.
Best of luck. I can't wait to see what you got coming up.
Thank you, bro.